Robin Feith is the CEO of the Building Societies Association, which is celebrating its 150th anniversary. Now, you wrote a blog post for BSA members recently that talked about the association's past as the inspiration for the future. So would you explain your rationale for the benefit of those who haven't actually read the piece?
Yeah, of course. Well, so 150 years ago, the Building Societies Association was founded by a group of people actually in some quite interesting political circumstances when stuff was going through in Parliament that no one knew about. But the inspiration was about creating an organisation that stood for, it championed and supported all its members, which is exactly 150 years later what we do today. So our inspiration from our founding fathers is carrying on that great journey that is just as relevant in the 21st century as it was in the 19th.
And with a backdrop of political and economic uncertainty, there's a lot to be positive about, isn't there?
There's a huge amount to be positive about. And we've just seen it today in the latest quarter results coming out from the building societies. So, in an incredibly competitive mortgage market, in a time when everyone is talking about the sector being squeezed, we've written 57% of net mortgage business in the first quarter of this year, against our natural market share of about 23%. And that is a trend that has just been carrying on quarter by quarter, basically ever since the crisis.
Let's come back to the history a little bit. So the foundation of the BSA lies in educating Parliament to a degree about the benefits and importance of building society. Is this still the case?
Absolutely still the case. And if you look back at the first history of the BSA, which I'll be speaking a little bit about tomorrow, it says that in the first 40 years it had done such good work that it had effectively maintained building societies as a completely separate group of businesses rather than seeing them all transformed into stock businesses. That's a conversation that still goes on today, and a big part of our job is educating parliamentarians, officials, and indeed the public about what it is to have a series of customer-owned businesses that are so important in financial services. And part of our real, if you like, key messaging is about having the whole financial mutual sector as an absolutely integral part of the future of financial services.